Hello, my name is Brian McBride, and I will be your instructor for CSC 101, Fluency with Information Technology and Computing. Let's start by going to Blackboard and taking a look at the course. And we want Fluency with Information Technology and Computing Spring 2017. So whenever you go into the course, the first thing it'll default to is the announcements page. Each Monday I will post announcements to explain what it is we're going to try to accomplish that week. Of course, you're free to work ahead, but you should try to keep up with the material each week by completing what I'm posting as a set of directions to you. So let's go and take a look at the course information where we have the syllabus. Okay, so the syllabus starts off by basically identifying myself, Brian McBride, that this is an online course. The office hours, I am on campus on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 11:15 a.m. till 12 noon. And if you are coming to see me, I'm in 214E of the Murchie Science Building. It'd be great if you could drop me an email telling me that you're coming so that I can be sure that I don't have a conflict with my schedule. All of the materials, of course, for this course are going to be posted and submitted on Blackboard. bb.umflint.edu is the URL for that. And we're using the Lawrence Snyder textbook, Fluency with Information Technology, Skills, Concepts, and Capabilities, the 6th edition. The ISBN number is provided here. You can, of course, purchase this textbook at the university bookstore, but you can also go to Vital Source, that's Vital Source, no space, .com, and you can use this ISBN number to look up that course text and get an electronic version of it if you haven't done so already. All right, so there's a course description here. I'll let you read through that when you have the opportunity. But basically the course, the objectives is basically to help you to become a lifelong learner of information technology. This is not a computer literacy course where I'm teaching you how to use Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, things like that. This is a course that is basically going to cover the enduring principles of information technology. The reason why we want to study this is because this, although there may be very fast changes coming along in information technology in the future, most of the things that we're going to talk about will still be in place to drive those technological changes, such as HTML, compression algorithms, basic programming concepts. Those will be, of course, the way that computers are going to be designed to deliver information technology content. Next in the syllabus are a set of learning outcomes. Again, I won't read through those. If you'd like to take a look at them, by all means, send me an email if you have any questions. And then the assessment of this learning outcomes are going to be based on assignments that I will give you. That will make up 40% of the final grade calculation. Quizzes will make up another 40% of the final grade calculation. There's a quiz at the end of each chapter that we're going to be covering from the book. And then the final exam is going to make up 20%, the final 20% of the final grade calculation. The questions that will be on the final exam will be questions that come from the assignments and the quizzes, and it will all be multiple choice true-false style exam questions. There's the grading scale. It's a pretty standard grading scale for assigning grades to the percentages that you earn while you're going through the course. This is a tentative schedule. This is a 7-week semester, so I've broken this up into 7 chapters that we're going to cover from the course textbook. We're going to kind of take the approach of looking at computers as a network device and move from that through chapters 3, 4, and 5, and then there will be a due date for all the materials, all of the assignments and quizzes that have been given to you, which will be May 26th at 11:59 p.m. So all of the things that I have as assignments and quizzes will be due on the 26th for chapters 3, 4, and 5. The second part, if you will, of the course is going to be looking more specifically at how the computer represents information digitally and saves it in memory. We're going to look at multimedia, how it's recorded and saved in memory, such as video data, audio data, photographs, things like that. And then we also are going to look at how computers operate as fetch-execute engines. And then finally we'll talk about how computers are programmed, and the way that we have to think about programming them is something called algorithmic thinking. And so all of those assignments and quizzes for chapters 7, 8, 9, and 10 will be due on June 16th at 11:59 p.m. The final exam will be posted for 3 days. That's a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of June 19th, 20th, and 21. You can go on any of those 3 days to submit or take and submit your final exam. Prerequisites of this course are basically that you have some familiarity with computers and software applications. Like I said before, this isn't a course to teach you how to use Microsoft Excel. There's some expectation that you've used something like that or Microsoft Word already. In fact, some of the assignments will ask you to use Microsoft Word to put together a document for submission for homework. There are really, again, only 2 deadlines for the whole course. You have the first half of the course where you have a deadline of May 16th, and you have, May 26th, and then you have the second half of the course with the deadline of June 16th. So just keep those 2 in mind as you're basically doing all of your assignments and quizzes, is that you have May 26th and June 16th as your deadlines. Please don't submit email of homework because it'll probably get lost. I can't take responsibility for anything that happens to your homework if you have done it by email instead of Blackboard, as I'm asking you to do. I also provided on the syllabus, because this is a fully online course, you may need help from both the extended OEL, the Office of Extended Learning. There is the email and the phone number for issues with Blackboard, taking quizzes, things like that. And then you have the general ITS, which is for problems with your computer or with your account, such as passwords and things like that. There's a link for academic integrity you can take a look at, and then there are the important dates for when you can drop the class and get either all your money back, some of your money back, or none of your money, but have the course not go on your transcript. So those are the 3 dates, May 12th, 19th, and May 26th. This is, of course, a general plan for how the course should proceed. There could be reasons why we have to make adjustments, but typically this is what we're going to cover in this course this semester. So again, if you have any questions about anything I've covered here, please send me an email and I'll try to clarify anything that you're confused by. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and go back to Blackboard. I'm going to take a look at the course content. And in the course content, you basically, the design of this course is that it's designed around the chapters of the course text that we'll be covering. Again, starting with Chapter 3, Basics of Networking. I've listed the learning outcomes or the learning objectives here. And if you go into Basics of Networking, the order in which you should complete things for this chapter are exactly the order from top down that you see inside of the folder. So we start with Chapter 3, the basics of networking. I'm asking you to read that chapter carefully. And then after you've read that chapter, I'd like you to view this video called Warriors of the Net. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's not too long. And it sort of gives you sort of a synopsis of what you should have learned while you were reading the Basics of Networking, Chapter 3. Then I give you a little video that I put together that explains the command prompt networking tools that I'm going to have you do for the first assignment. So again, you'll want to review that video before you do the assignment. And then we have assignment number 1. Under assignment number 1, you'll see that there is a PDF file that you can open up in order to see what the directions are for completing this assignment. It's basically a step-by-step of what I want you to do and information that I want you to collect as you're going through, and you will be attaching various text files that you will be creating as you go through the lab. Okay, once you've completed assignment 1, there is a question during assignment 1 that I ask you to think about. It's not necessarily something you have to type an answer to, but it's something to think about, and that is, why is the public address of your computer different than the IP version 4 address given when you use the ipconfig all command? So again, you'll be using the ipconfig all command in assignment 1, and you will notice this strange thing where the address that the computer says it has as an IP address and the actual address of your computer are actually two different things. And so this will explain that. This video will explain that. Once you've completed all that, then you should proceed to take Chapter 3 quiz. It's a 20-point question, multiple choice, true and false, and have all that done by May 26th. Once you're done with Chapter 3, you can, of course, move on to Chapter 4. I will next Monday be posting information about what you should be trying to get done in Chapter 4. But that's basically how it will go. One of the things I want to tell you about watching these videos is you can actually click, of course, on the button that says Watch Video, and it will bring up a sort of a small window which you cannot go to full screen on. So when you go to play this and you try to go to full screen, it will give you a message that it's unavailable. So what you can do is, instead of clicking on the Watch Video button, if you right-click on the button and you say Open in a new tab, then it'll open this same video in a new tab, and in that tab you will be able to go to full screen mode. So it's a little anomaly that I'm trying to work around with Blackboard. So again, on any of these Watch Video buttons, if you right-click on them and go to Open in a new tab, again, you got to right-click. There we go. And open in a new tab, then it'll open it up and give you a new tab where you can go into full screen mode. Okay, so that's it. Again, send me any emails if you have questions. Again, I'm available on campus from 11:15 to 12 noon on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in Office 214E. And I will get back with you next Monday to give you more directions on what to do next. All right, thank you.